welcome to my hike. I'm doing the Klöntalersee here in Switzerland, and I'm really excited. So stay tuned, subscribe, enjoy the hike. All right, welcome to Swiss Cheese Trails. I got a great hike today. I've been looking forward to this hike for probably 2 years. I mentioned it on section 5, Amden to Sieben. It was a mountain lake area by Glarus. So this is the Klöntalersee, and we are at the beginning of it, which is Rhodannenberg. This is a lake. It was actually a natural lake. And by the way, if you've got goggles or you've got your controls, spin around and look at the beautiful flowers in the Swiss chalet behind me. So this was a natural lake, and rockfall on this side created the lake from the river. In 1906 or so, they built the dam, and then this is now a power station as well. The main intake, those two little towers over there, that's the main water intake for the turbines that are down by the town of Glarus. This is a 80 megawatt facility up to where 20 megawatts looks like that's for the use for the facility itself, and then 60 megawatts for the community. And this is the river, so you know there's got to be a river here. This is the river intake. It's a constant intake, and then it's also an overflow in case the lake overflows. So there's a big circular cutout there. I would love to film over there, but I'm not allowed to go there. So our walk today is going to be about 2.5 hours, and you can see the people starting the walk. We're going to go around. There's campsite here, and then there's swimming. And then we get down and around, there's more campsites, there's a couple of waterfalls, and then a town over there where we're going to grab some food. So thanks for tuning in today. Swiss Cheese Trails with another hike in Switzerland. Klöntalersee. Here we go. All right, so this is the bridge in Rhodannenberg. And what I really wanted to show here, well, just being on the dam, and if we spin around, in front of me is the valley that goes down to the town of Glarus. It's always nice to catch that at the beginning. We're going to see more of the lake here. We got some permanent snow patches up here. Beautiful mountains. So today is definitely, this is a mountain lake. We're going to do some swimming, and we are in the mountains. I think we're about 1,100 meters. I'll have to check that. All right, so this is the main campsite here for the area. You can see everybody's here, and I mean, it's just a full parking lot. This is a Sunday in the middle of July. It's obviously expected to be pretty busy. And the lake activity is just getting started. People are still blowing up their SUPs, and none of the kayaks or canoes are out really. Wow, this would be a great place to camp. I mean, look at these mountains. And the sun's coming out. It's going to be a cracking day to bring a Scottish term into a Swiss hike. Oh, how lovely. I stopped here because this mountain, we've been watching this. First of all, the sun's coming out, but we've been watching the cutouts. I mean, these are just sheer cliffs. They've really been forced out of the water, or out of the ground. But speaking of water, so this is the other really nice swimming area that is at the beginning of the hike, and you can see we started right over there. So we're not so far into the hike yet, maybe 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Really nice support facilities. There's a kiosk, and then at the campsite, bathrooms, obviously tons of food. So this is not going to be a hike where you have to be too concerned about food and services. And there are little porta potties throughout. So we wanted to rename this trail the Grüezi Trail, because everyone you pass you say Grüezi too, which is the, you know, hello in Swiss. So we're renaming the trail the Grüezi Trail because it's just that busy on a weekend in the summer. Great views of this whole thing here. All right, welcome back. This is where we had a nice picnic, and we went into the water. Water's actually pretty warm. It's definitely swimmable, so I'm hoping to go swimming at the next stop when we get to the end of the hike. And the lake is coming alive. We got more SUPers, and there are small motorboats out here. But it's just a fantastic lake. I would love to have a little vacation place here, but there are no vacation places. So, you know, it's camping or the inns that are at both ends. That's about it. Did see way up in that field there is a summer farm. I don't think there's a road up there, so that's where somehow you get your livestock up to that point. I'm not really sure how that would be done, but that's what a summer mountain farm looks like, where the cows graze during the summer. It's a little bit cooler for them, and the farmer stays up there. Crazy stuff. There's not a lot of anything up there, like no electricity, or you're drinking out of the whatever streams. Anyway, these rock cliffs, just gorgeous. There are some waterfalls, and this is the biggest of the waterfalls. So let's just check it out with the sun still right behind the edge of the mountain. All right, we just made it through a rock slide caution area. Basically, a sign saying rock slide, don't stop. So we didn't stop. And we got to this point where we've got a nice armada of SUPers. And then that dramatic cloud coming in the valley there, that's where we started, way down there. And that leads down to Glarus, and then you take a left where the cloud is, and that heads back to the valley right near the Wallensee, which is section 5. Section 6 of the Alpine Swiss Panorama Trail. All right, we're coming to an end. Not quite yet, and wanted to show there are some homes and some farms here. Got a cow to the left of me with a big bell on. Look at that old barn. And I always love the stacks of wood. There's so many stacks of wood, and they're all so nice and clean. Segment 15, 16 is where 15, where I saw the wood art stacked on the Swiss Alpine Panorama Trail. That was kind of cool. All right, straight ahead is a cool waterfall, and we are at the end. This is the parking lot, river. So I have 4.5 miles, just under 2 hours. That was a fun hike. Loved that lake. And the weather held out. Thanks for tuning in. See you at the next hike.